the Panthers their first loss of the season. So Combs, we had many pretending 3-0 teams that thought they were good, aka the Denver Broncos. Sorry, Liz, but were the Panthers in that pretender realm at 3-0, Combs?
Yeah, I think they were. I think they, came out the first 3 weeks of the season. I think they were playing out of their minds. I don't. I think they were playing above their potential. I think a lot of teams were coming in and not taking them very seriously, and playing down to their competition. They beat the Jets and they beat the Texans. Those were two of their wins. Those are two of the worst teams in the NFL. And they had a good win against the Saints, where they held them down to 7 points. That defense was doing their thing. But they finally went up against a very potent offense and a very good defense and a very good team in the Dallas Cowboys. And they kind of got put in their place. Now, look, I will say I was impressed with the way that Sam Darnold still was able to play today. I was impressed with the way that the Carolina Panthers were able to hang in there. It was only a 10-point loss, but it just felt like it was a bigger loss than that. It never felt like they ever had a chance in this game.
Yeah, you are 100% correct on that. It seemed like basically from the second half on, the Dallas Cowboys pretty much held their own destiny per se, and they're kind of scoring at will. And Sam Darnold kind of came back down to reality as well. But one of the biggest things that I think kind of hurt the Panthers this game was not having CMC, and I think that's why they ultimately lost this game. But can the Panthers win without CMC, Combs?
No, because then you really have to rest on Sam Darnold. And as much as I think that Sam Darnold got a bad rap in New York, as much as I think that Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than he ever was in New York, I don't know. I feel like without CMC, it's a different game. And when you don't have a run game and when you have to force Sam Darnold to beat you, Sam Darnold really hasn't shown yet that he's got the ability to be the guy that could beat you all by himself. And I don't know if he's ever going to be that. But if he can be, then sure, they could win without CMC. But you need that solid run game to open up your pass game. And if you're forcing Sam Darnold to win games for you, I don't like the position you're in.
Yeah, and you are hit the nail on the head 100% sent there, because anytime you get a quarterback with a great running game, look at Daniel Jones, Saquon, like when they're clicking, the Giants are doing really well. When Zeke and the Cowboys are running and passing the ball effectively, they're doing really, really well. There are only a handful of quarterbacks in the NFL that can literally just put the team on their back and throw the ball for 60+ times in a game and win consistently. And that is probably Patrick Mahomes, Herbert, and probably Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Like, Sam Darnold needs CMC just as much as CMC needs Sam Darnold. When they're both on the field, the Panthers are calm. They are a pretty good team when they're both on the field. But when one of them are not on the field, they are a below average team, and it showed today, unfortunately.